everybody, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2 Italia. So we are currently in, where are we currently? Let me have a look. We're in Italy, we know that much. We're in Ancona. I'm going to take a job which takes us to Bari down there. Then maybe next time we can go to, like, I don't know, other places. But I'll show you the job I want to take actually. Where are we? Ooh, look at that. That's interesting. Where are we? Here, Ancona. So Ancona to Bari. There's some concrete beams, which is a heavy cargo job, which we can do. It gives us 11 grand. It's not even that far. So, and we do have a good truck for heavy cargo. So we want to do that. Let's get going. So I hope you guys are all doing good. This is the first Euro Truck Sim of 2018. How exciting is that? We're into a new year. I mean, I guess it's exciting. Maybe it's not that exciting for. Why did that not? Oh, we actually need to sleep. Shit. Oh, there's the concrete beams there. So this is where we get the job from. I think something weird's going on with my controller because it doesn't. Let's press enter and see the. Okay, that's the one we want. Take the job. Continue. Okay. We are a bit sleepy and we're a bit low on fuel, so we'll have to probably take these concrete beams. I didn't want to lose that job because I quite like the idea of doing the heavy cargo ones. And we have to probably go and sleep, which might mean that we miss our shit. That is some heavy cargo though. So I can turn my lights on as well because it's pretty mucky weather here in Italy right now. Okay, that is a beast of a cargo. I actually have no idea how the hell I get this out of here. I'm actually gonna just do myself a massive favour and go right, because I'm like, to go left there would have been a big pain, I think. Right, okay. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you had some great, I don't know, some good fun during New Year's. Do you know what? It hasn't rained that much either with Euro Truck Sim recently, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm doing great. I was actually working New Year's Eve. It's not that bad in the end, really. Kind of said it to the other guys that were working. I was like, well, you know, at the end of the day, New Year's Eve's often a really expensive time, and you know, you're better off sometimes, as sad as it seems, working. You know, save that money up and go out and enjoy, you know, 3 or 4 nights out in the end. That will probably work out a little bit better for you. So don't be sad. I probably had a few, like over the years, a few good nights where I was like, oh, that was a really good New Year's Eve actually, but ultimately in the end, probably more that weren't that good or exceptionally overrated because it was New Year's Eve and overpriced. What the hell? Okay, for some reason my control scheme has been like weirded up. Controls. Set defaults, keyboard only. There we go. Input wizard. Controller. Simple automatic. Finish wizard. Okay. That was weird. Let's see if it still does it. Yeah, it still does it. So what should be my left? So I don't know how to signal. Why? Sorry about this, everybody. You know the way it goes sometimes. Nothing ever runs smoothly, does it? I guess maybe the game had an update or something, and just had a problem. Left turn indicator. Okay. Joystick left bumper. Okay, we got a toll road, so we ain't sleeping anytime soon, by the way. Just so you know. Unless there's something we can, somewhere along this road that we can get to, I guess. But yeah, and I'm gonna do a couple of videos fairly soon, if not like already gone out, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake, because that didn't work, did it? For some reason. I'm gonna have to. Looks like I'm gonna have to redo all my control scheme. Brilliant. We'll try and work our way through this video without doing that though. But okay, we're going over and to the left. Gotcha. Yeah, as I said, it's been a eventful new year already in the YouTube world. You probably all know why. Not really going to spend too much time talking about, you know, I don't know. I don't even know what off YouTube. I don't want to insult like the Paul brothers, because I feel like people always, like, they're very clever with what they do. People always kind of say, oh, they're stupid, but they're no means stupid at all. You don't become, you know, a multi-millionaire with, you know, over 10 million subscribers because you're stupid. Like, it doesn't work like that. You know, they're very clever, they're very savvy, and anybody who thinks that Logan Paul didn't know exactly what he was doing and didn't know exactly what the outcome of his video going up would be. If you don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, he went to the suicide forest in Japan. It's kind of well known as a place where people commit suicide, and within about 100 yards of the forest he found a guy who had, like, hung himself in the forest. Very sad, obviously, but instead of probably doing, you know, the normal thing of turning the cameras off and maybe talking about it later and saying that type of thing, he decided to keep filming and all the stuff that came with that, basically. Obviously very disrespectful to, you know, the person who died and their family. It's a very, like, I'm not gonna say dumb, not a dumb thing to do, because you knew what he was doing. A very disgusting thing to do, really. But yeah, what kind of annoys me is when people are like, oh, he's stupid, you know, blah blah, because that lets him off the hook too much. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing, how he's doing it, why he's doing it, and you know, probably nothing will really happen because of it. And he's already put out an apology video, and that's usually what happens. People do bad things, they put out an apology video, and then they end up, you know, back in people's good books, you know, a month later everyone's forgotten about it. You know, that's the way it goes, I guess. That's the way of YouTube controversy sells, I guess. It's pretty sad, but, you know, in the same way that sex used to sell, and then that became a little bit boring because everybody was doing it. In the same way, that's the case. Now it's controversy which is selling. It's going to get boring when everybody's doing it, which they are. And then someone will find the next thing, and then they'll find the thing after that, and the next thing, and all that malarkey. Okay, we've got a rest stop coming up. That's good. We've got a nice few tunnels going around here as well. That's cool. Yeah, it's just sad, I think, really, the state of some people on YouTube. And honestly, it's like 5% or 1% probably of all the people who create channels on YouTube. There's so many more, 99% of people who just like making videos and, you know, nice about that type of stuff. And but unfortunately the things which make the mainstream kind of media, news and things like that, are always about, you know, idiots like that who, I shouldn't use the term idiots either, are people who like to I guess, just cause controversy and do horrible things for views and money and all that malarkey. Sad. But it's always been the way throughout life, hasn't it, really? You think, like, you know, avoid sleeping violation, 160 quid. Okay, brilliant, thanks. I mean, I would like to sleep. Okay, that's where we need to sleep then. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, is there anyone behind me? Okay, I'm going to try and get across here into one of these sleep bays. That's what they're called, right? Sleep bays. I'm pretty sure that's their official name. But yeah, we've already had that kind of controversy on YouTube already in the new year. You know, somebody obviously wanted to start the new year off with a bang, and I certainly did that, didn't I? I'm trying to sleep. It's pretty difficult right now. Okay. 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 I think we're doing this. I think we're doing this. It's been alright, old Pig Zero video so far, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Okay, stop the engine. And rest, thank God. Phew. Okay, right, now we can actually get going and actually do some stuff. Turn my windscreen wipers off as well while I'm here. Get out my face, concrete building. Okay, yeah, I'll probably, I kind of want to do like a review of YouTube in a year. Of the past year, sorry, not in a year, but I kind of want to do that because it is fascinating as a content creator. You do see different sides to stories and things like that, and the way things go. The biggest thing which I have found interesting actually is the whole so-called apocalypse, and like when everything happened, there was all this big like hysteria over people going, oh, we're going to yeah, my channel's going to shut down, or YouTube are trying to shut down my channel, or like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make any money now, I won't be able to do this anymore, I won't be able to make videos anymore, please subscribe to me on Patreon, I haven't got any money. You know, if you don't, my channel might close. And yet I feel like I don't know of one channel which has actually had to do that, which has actually turned around and been like, you know what, I'm going to stop making videos because like I don't make any money. I don't know any. And I feel like a lot of channels kind of used that as a maybe like a way to exaggerate, shall we say, claims that their channel would shut down, claims that they wouldn't be able to do this as a job anymore, and kind of get on with it from there, and maybe mislead people a little bit as to how dire their situation was to elicit those sweet, sweet Patreon pounds. I'm certainly not going to name any names or anything like that, but like name me one channel which is actually just completely shut down because of the apocalypse. Like it hasn't happened. There may be some channels which have had to change the way they work, change their upload schedule, do stuff like that, but I don't know of anybody who's actually turned around and been like, no, gotta cut off now, you know, do this. It might be that they've had to cater their content to a more kind of family friendly audience, and I guess that in a way is pretty bad because a lot of people would love to just be able to, you know, do what they want, I guess, whether it's controversial, not even controversial, but whether it is advertiser friendly or not. But I guess when you kind of get to that point where you know that if you do swear in videos and stuff like that, then you might end up having them demonetized then. Or even if you film dead bodies, they might get demonetized. Then maybe it's a form of like self-censorship, which a lot of people are not happy about, I guess. But certainly I saw a lot of claims when it came around about people saying that they would have, their channel was getting shut down, that they would have to leave YouTube, or they'd have to give up their channel, go and get a job, and wouldn't be able to support themselves. And I haven't really seen that many people. They can be wrong. I'm not saying it probably hasn't hurt people. I do believe it has. And you know, I'd like to see people rewarded who deserve to be rewarded, and you know, things like that. So I don't wish that anybody doesn't get any money out of it. This is a lovely tunnel, by the way. It looks pretty cool. I would just say that I feel like if you know of a channel that's been saying that, oh, I need Patreon money to survive, but maybe hasn't seen a big increase in Patreon money and has survived just fine, then I don't know, maybe question that a little bit and say, hey, what happened? You know, did you find an ulterior like form of income, or did you have to change the way you worked, or was it just maybe a slight exaggeration? I don't know. Yeah, so kind of like, I think YouTube's been through the ringer a little bit. Certainly everybody always makes out YouTube to be the bad guys, and I guess it's easy to blame them, isn't it, really, in the big scheme of things? Well, easy. It's easy to turn around and be like, oh, the big corporate overlords, it's all their fault, or their, terms of service are, restrictive, or, infringe upon my freedom of speech and stuff like that. But a lot of people forget that YouTube was, created a way to enable people to actually do this for a living, which is a crazy thought probably 10 years ago, or maybe even less than that, that people would be able to just make their own videos at home, upload them, and actually make money off it, to a point whereby not only can they survive, but actually live a good life. And they offer that service to you for free. To an extent, they obviously do take a cut of your advertiser revenue, but they do all that work for you. They allow you to set the channel up. They have all these different options for the channel, lots and lots of customization. In terms of what you want to do, they sort out all the ads for people. Do all that malarkey, so you don't have to do any of it. And yeah, it's kind of good, I think. I've kind of said before that one of the things I think ruined YouTube in a way was the money. I think a lot of people have lost sight of what made YouTube unique, in so much as it was so different to television. Like, it felt really raw and real. And a lot of channels do still feel like that way, but then there's a lot of others who have tried to, like, everyone's about kind of like increasing the quality and stuff like that, and that's good. But when it gets to a point whereby, like, maybe you're building a television studio and stuff like that, you kind of get to the point where you're like, what's real and raw about this? I can just watch television, Or I see all these people making like music videos with their music and stuff like that. Everything's about the quality and how flashy and real it can look, and it's like, I think YouTube should be more about individual creative outlets, rather than let's try and copy big successful artists and their big music videos and things like that. It should be about, it was kind of what's the cool thing of trying to make videos on this kind of shoestring budget, using just your video camera or phone sometimes, and trying to create content that's entertaining and interesting and funny, or moving, or educational through that way. And that was the thing which was exciting, I think, about YouTube, being able to do that. And now a lot of the time I just see people, especially big channels, playing it very, very safe, because why do something different, and trying to make themselves look more and more like TV, movies, when as much as it's cool to be professional and stuff like that, you know, that kind of rawness and like freshness that you got, it kind of, you know, it kind of doesn't feel like it's that different to the way TV does it, if you like, or how everybody else does it, you know. So, of course, then you just get those people who just literally talk into a microphone while playing a video game. I mean, they're the biggest losers out there. So, you know, don't let anyone tell you any differently. He says as he just adjusts himself in his chair, squeaking away. But no, I think that I hope. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, I found myself moving away from a lot of the big mainstream YouTube channels and onto kind of interesting, like trying to find interesting smaller channels, and you know, people who are coming through and trying to do things, especially within like the ASMR kind of area. There's so many channels which they kind of like, they start a channel and they just look, it's like a cookie cutter, you know. They do so many like videos which are just exactly the same as what everybody else does, and not even with like their own little twist on it or something like that, you know, but just pretty much exactly the same. And you're just like, oh, you know, how are you going to be any different from anybody else? So I always tried to do with my channel was to try to be different. Like, there was still quite, even when I started 2 years ago, there was still quite a few like gaming channels, and you know, I said before, I wanted a gaming channel which focused on like maybe longer series of things and stuff like that, rather than just a lot of one-off videos, which is what was going on. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll just do that then, because if I want that, maybe other people want that. Generally they do. I still do one-off videos and stuff like that every now and then, but you know, it's kind of something I believed in. And then I don't know, I still think I have kind of a unique-ish selling point to my channel, I guess you would call it. I don't really like that term, but a USP, as it were, unique selling point, in that, you know, that's what you do get. You get these longer videos, I guess. You get series of things. You get, you know, full completed games sometimes when I can be bothered to finish something, and you get hopefully some good quality as well. Most of my videos are, well, all my videos are 2K, some of them are in 4K, and maybe a different style to how a lot of other people do things as well, like just rambling videos like this, and you know, other ones. Still yet to do any sort of roleplay stuff. I think I would like to do that, like straight up 100% roleplay. No, like talking to the camera about how my day was, you know, just immersed in a game sort of thing. I still would really like to do that. I may well do something like that this year, but we'll see, because those are also probably the hardest videos to do, to keep them interesting, and sometimes require quite a lot of editing as well. So I don't know about that, but certainly if you look at someone's channel like, say, Rycon Roleplays, there's a channel which is exactly what YouTube is fantastic about. Somebody who is very creative, not doing anything flashy and fancy, using 4K cameras and all that sort of stuff, just somebody who is really, really good at role playing and stuff like that, and creates a story and narrative out of games which don't necessarily have story or narrative, and or kind of, you know, does things differently, as it were. Like, if you haven't checked out Rycon Roleplays, you should do. It's a really, really good channel. Really, really good. Okay, we're coming up to our... Why are we an hour away if it's just around the corner? Do we have to take like a really dumb, like, turning or something? I bet we do, don't we? Yeah, look, we have to go all the way around again, because it's like over there to the left. Or is it off to the right here? I don't know. think I see. I think I see. Oh shit, there's a car. Okay, it's in there where we have to go, but we can't get down there yet, so let's aeroporto. I'm gonna guess that's the airport. Okay, we going off it? Yeah, we going off here. Shit, what the hell is this? Oh, it's the. We've got to pay the toll, haven't we? We've got to pay the toll if you want to get to the boy's soul. Um, €97. Flippin' heck. Okay. This is such a convoluted way around, isn't it? But hey, that's the way it goes sometimes, I guess. So yeah, I feel like there's definitely so many great channels out there who are still, relatively small on the big scheme of things, maybe less than 100,000 subscribers, maybe only getting like 10,000 views a video, which hey, I dream of getting that many views a video, but who are still really good, who don't, because that's the other thing, like being loud and doing controversial things, stuff like that, gets you seen, it gives you that promotion, which costs so much money to just do otherwise. There's so many channels out there who just get on with it and try and make great content and do things like that, and don't shout about it as much, and as a result are kind of suffering because those other channels are so loud and obnoxious about things. Sad, really. But you just gotta hope that the cream will rise to the top, and that although YouTube does have a pretty young demographic, that people will turn around and be like, hey, you know what, I'm pretty sick and tired of these people and their antics. Let's make things better, I guess. Let's go out there and try and find some interesting channels and interesting things that people do. Okay, so we got a place here where we could get repaired. That's good. We'll probably drive there just afterwards. We can sleep there as well, so we can get nice and refreshed before a journey. I nearly hit that car. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty optimistic about my. Fuck's sake. God, just not even concentrating right now. I'm pretty optimistic about the year. As much as I keep losing money on Euro Truck Sim, I'm pretty optimistic about 2018 as my year on YouTube. I don't mean that as in like, oh, I'm gonna like dent the universe. God, I hate that saying. But I do mean it as in like just continuing to enjoy it and seeing good growth on the channel, like steady growth, and never looking for overnight success or anything like that. That's not what I want at all. But just good steady growth and people watching videos who want to watch it and not just accidentally falling asleep in autoplay playing through the entire collection of stuff. That's cool. Need them views, I guess, but yeah. Okay, I'm not doing a heavy cargo next time, because this has been a nightmare trying to drive this thing. See, don't judge me until you've done it yourself. Lest thee judge, lest thee has driven 51 tons of concrete across Italy. I'm sure that's in the Bible somewhere. Oh god, please don't be like a really narrow entrance. Oh god, it's a really narrow entrance. Okay, great. I'm going to do it here, and I'm not going to park it. Okay, sorry, I'm in a hurry. Whew. Okay, I thought this should be something or other, I don't know. Time for big hauling. I mean, look, we got 11,000 quid out of it, so I can't really complain too much. Let's have a look at what else we can do. So we're here. Actually, just going from Norway down to there. Jesus Christ. That is pretty mental. How long's that? Oh my god, look how long that journey is. One day I'll do one of these for you guys. Make nearly 100,000 in one go. Wow, that's pretty mental. Okay, we want to continue on in, further down into Italy. Palermo probably the best bet for our next. Or Parma, not Parma, Palermo. I think this might be where we are, so that would be really good. Let's try this out. Okay. Oh god, it's so nice not to have that bloody great big thing attached to us. And it's some heavy duty concrete. But yeah, I also want to do a review of my channel for the year, I think, as well, and a review of like video games for the year and things like that. This should be good fun. Oh god, the bloody keys are winding me up though. Okay, let's do that. Oh no, we don't have one here. I'm not going all the way back up because I want to go to Palermo. Well, I'll tell you what then, actually, we'll finish this off and next time I'll drive and get repaired and all that off camera, and then we'll drive and we'll go to Palermo off camera. Not off camera, on camera. Till then guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, it's been my pleasure, and I shall catch you next time. Bye bye.